Welcome to my channel. Grandma's Minds. In today's video, I'm going to share 3 powerful phrases that women simply can't ignore. These aren't just random lines, they're strategies designed to grab attention, spark genuine interest, and create the kind of connection that lasts. If you're looking to improve your interactions with women and stand out in the right way, you've come to the right place. Stick around, because these tactics will give you the edge in any conversation. Why this matters. Let's be real in today's world. With everyone constantly messaging, posting, and scrolling, it's hard to get noticed, but when it comes to dating and relationship, standing out and making an impression matters more than ever. This is where the power of words comes into play. The right message said at the right time can cut through the noise and make someone take notice. And here's where Stoicism ties in. A core tenet of Stoic philosophy is self-mastery and clear communication. The Stoics believed in controlling how we react to the world around us and staying true to our own principles when it comes to attracting and connecting with women. This mindset is key. It's not about being manipulative or using gimmicks, it's about being authentic, present, and communicating in a way that builds respect and trust. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 types of messages that are scientifically proven to spark interest and trigger powerful emotional responses. These aren't just tips for part 1, why messages get ignored. Getting attention, they're about creating lasting connections, grounded in the same philosophy that encourages us to be our best selves. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use these messages to make a lasting impact. So are you ready to harness the power of Stoic communication and make sure you're never overlooked again before we dive in? Take a moment to subscribe if you're ready to transform how you handle relationships using the power of Stoicism. Every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, more meaningful connections. All right? Let's dive in. Section 1. Why messages get ignored. All right? Before we jump into the juicy stuff and talk about how to create messages that women simply can't ignore, let's take a step back and understand why so many messages get lost in the shuffle. If you're serious about improving your game with women, you need to know why so many attempts fall flat, even when you think you're doing everything right. So let's break it down. Imagine this for a second. Every day, a woman's phone is flooded with messages, notifications from friends, family, social media, work, you name it. It's like a constant stream of information coming at her from every angle. So how do you make sure your message doesn't just get lost in that flood? How do you cut through the noise and get her to stop, look, and actually care? Well, it starts with understanding why so many messages get ignored in the first place. Trust me, if you can avoid these traps, you'll already be one step ahead of the game. 1, it doesn't feel personal. All right, let's talk about this one because it's huge. Have you ever gotten a message that feels like it was sent to 1,000 other people? Not just you, it's like reading a script that could apply to anyone. Hey, how's your day? But it doesn't really feel like they're asking you. Yeah, you've probably ignored those, right? So here's the deal. Women want to feel seen, understood, and special. It's not just about a text message, it's about saying, hey, I see you. I get what's important to you. When you send a generic message, it's like you're not even trying. It doesn't create a connection, but when you personalize it, whether it's acknowledging something she cares about or referring to a past conversation, it's like you're saying, I'm not just another guy in your DMs, I'm someone who takes the time to understand you. This is where Stoicism comes into play. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most well-known Stoic philosophers, talked a lot about being present in the moment and giving your full attention to what's in front of you. So when you message a woman, don't just send out random empty words. Put yourself in her shoes, be mindful, and make the effort to craft something personal. It's about focusing your energy on making her feel valued. Just like the Stoics emphasize the importance of being intentional in everything we do. Second, no emotional hook. Let's be real. Humans are driven by emotions. If your message doesn't make her feel something, whether it's excitement, curiosity, or even a little spark of attraction, is going to get passed over. Emotions are what make us react. You've probably felt this when reading a message that makes your heart race a little, right? That's the power of an emotional hook. It's not just about saying something, it's about feeling something when you can make her feel something. Even if it's just for a second, you're not just another guy texting her. You're someone who stands out. Stoic philosophers, like Epictetus, taught us the importance of managing our emotions and acting with intention. Now, this doesn't mean you should send over-the-top emotional messages. It's about finding balance. Let your message hit the right emotional notes, but always stay grounded. Emotional intelligence is one of the Stoic virtues. So use that wisdom when crafting your message. Make it feel genuine, not forced 3 bad timing. Now, this one is tricky because timing can make or break a message. Have you ever sent a message, waited, and heard nothing back? It's like you're staring at your phone asking yourself, did I say something wrong? The reality might be simpler. It's just about when you sent it, women have their own routines, moods, and timelines. If your message hits her at the wrong time, say, during a stressful day at work or when she's busy with something else, it could easily get ignored. Timing is key in Stoicism as well. The Stoics understood the importance of appropriate action. There's a time to speak, a time to act, and a time to be silent. When reaching out to a woman, be aware of her emotional state and situation. Just like in Stoicism, you don't want to force things. Timing. Your approach is all about choosing the right moment to connect, when she's most receptive, for it's just boring. Okay? Let's be real here, nobody likes boring. If your message sounds like every other one, it's going to be ignored. Think about it. How many times have you gotten a text that's just so plain and expected? You can't be bothered to respond. Exactly, people, especially women, are naturally drawn to things that feel fresh, creative, and a little different from the usual. If your messages are too routine, you'll just blend in with the rest. Here's where Stoicism can really help you stand out. The Stoics weren't part 2, the mystery message about blending in. They were about living authentically and with purpose in a world full of messages. Take a page from the Stoic playbook. Don't just send what's expected. Make your words count. Count. Use your creativity and intellect to offer something new, something worth paying attention to. So why do messages get ignored? It's because they're too generic, lack an emotional hook hit at the wrong time, or just plain boring. But don't worry, you've got the tools to avoid these mistakes. Now the next step is crafting messages that don't just get noticed, but actually make an impact. And when you combine these insights with Stoic wisdom, you're not just improving your communication, you're improving your mindset and approach to relationships as a whole. Now that we've broken down why messages get ignored, it's time to step up your game and start crafting messages that stand out. Trust me, once you understand the why, the how becomes easy. Stick around. Let's dive into how to make sure you're never overlooked again. Section 2, the mystery message. All right, let's jump into the first type of message that will make you stand out and keep her intrigued. The mystery message, if you've ever tried to get the attention of a woman you're interested in, you know, how hard it can be to break through the noise. Everyone's busy, everyone's distracted, but the mystery message, that one is like a secret weapon. Think back to the last time someone told you, I've got something to tell you, but I'll explain later. It's almost frustrating, right? You want the answer, but they just won't give it to you at the same time. Your brain can't stop thinking about it. That's the power of the mystery message. It pulls people in and holds their attention like nothing else. Why does this work so well? Let's break it down. Here's the thing. Our brains are wired to crave closure when there's something we don't know, especially something that feels important. We can't help but want to figure it out. This is called the information gap theory. Psychologists say, when there's a gap between what we know and what we want to know, our brains go into overdrive, trying to fill it. It's like watching a TV series with a cliffhanger at the end of every episode. You're dying to know what happens next, right? And you'll do almost anything to find out. Well, this is the exact psychology that makes the mystery message work like a charm. How does this apply to dating and relationships? Let's be real here when you're talking to a woman. Sometimes it's not just about saying the right things. It's about making her want to know more. If you can trigger that curiosity, you'll have her attention. And you're halfway there, for instance. Have you ever sent a text that was short, sweet, but hinted at something more? A little mystery in the right moment can go a long way. Imagine telling her, I just thought of something that could totally change the way you see things, but I'm not sure if you're ready for it yet. What happens next? She's hooked. She has to know what you're talking about. Or what about saying there's something I've been meaning to tell you, but I think I'll wait for the right moment now. She's wondering, what could it be? She starts mentally. Conversation, trying to figure out what you know that she doesn't. And guess what? She's now emotionally invested. This isn't just about being mysterious for the sake of it. It's about creating emotional tension. And in the world of attraction, emotional tension is the key to drawing someone one closer. The mystery message sparks that tension and keeps her wanting more. How do you craft the perfect mystery message? It's all about balance. You don't want to reveal too much and risk spoiling the mystery, but you also don't want to leave her completely in the dark. A great mystery message gives just enough to spark curiosity, but not so much that she gets the answer right away. Here are a few examples that could work wonders in the dating world. I just realised something about you that I think you'll find pretty interesting, but I'm not sure if I should say it just yet. This keeps her wondering, what did you realise and why are you holding back? There's something about you that I've been dying to talk about, but I think I'll wait until the right moment. This leaves her thinking, what is it? When's the right moment and why? Wait, I just found something out about you, but I'm not sure I'm ready to share it yet. Now, she's itching to know what is it you found out. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I make sure this message lands in the right way? Timing is key. My friend, a mystery message works best when it feels natural, not forced. It's not about throwing out cryptic statements all the time. It's about creating just the right amount of intrigue at the right moment. For example, maybe you've been chatting with her for a while and you feel the conversation slowing down. You don't want to be too direct or abrupt, but you also don't want to lose her attention. A perfectly timed mystery message can reignite her curiosity and draw her back in. Or if you're just getting to know someone, a little bit of mystery early on can make her feel like there's more to you than meets the eye. You're not just another guy with a boring pickup line or an overused, "Hey, how's your day going?" You're someone who's got dead depth, who knows how to pay her interest. The Stoics teach us that we should focus on what's within our control and not waste energy on things we can't change. In the context of relationships, this is crucial part 3, the compliment message. You can't control how she reacts to every message, and you certainly can't force someone to be interested, but you can control how you present yourself and how you communicate. This is where the mystery message comes into play. You're not desperate for a response. You're not sending message after message, hoping for an answer. Instead, you're showing self-discipline by crafting messages that hold her attention and make her think. Without overcommit in Stoic terms, this is practicing self-control and mindful communication. You're giving her something to think about, but not letting yourself get consumed by the need for immediate validation. The mystery message isn't just about being mysterious for fun. It's a tool to tap into human psychology, create emotional tension, and drive curiosity in relationships, and especially in dating. Curiosity is your ally if you can make a woman want to know more about you. You're halfway to deepening the connection, so try it out the next time you're messaging someone you're interested in. Don't just send the same old boring text. Instead, spark her curiosity and watch how much more engaged she becomes. And remember, keep the Stoic mindset in mind. Control your communication, let go of the outcome, and stay focused on creating real connection. It's time to master the art of mystery. Don't be afraid to leave a little something to the imagination. It's a game share or right before we jump back in. If you're finding this helpful, hit that like button. It helps YouTube share this with more men who need it. And it keeps the content coming. It's quick, free, and it makes a real difference. Thanks. Let's get back to it. Section 3, the compliment message. All right? Let's talk about a powerful tool you can use to build genuine connections with women. The compliment message, but this isn't your run-of-the-mill. You look great today type of compliment. No, we're diving deeper into compliment that really matter, that connect and leave a lasting impression. Think about it for a second. Have you ever received a compliment that just hit you in a way that felt different from the usual? You know, one that made you feel truly seen. That's what we're aiming for. A compliment like that can change the dynamic of a conversation and leave someone thinking about you long after the conversation is over. Why compliments work? Here's the thing. When we give a compliment, it's not just words floating in the air. They trigger something deep inside your brain, actually releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical whenever you give or receive a compliment. It's like a mini celebration of the moment, boosting happiness and making us feel good about ourselves. This is why compliments, when done right, are so powerful. They create positive, memorable moments. But here's where a lot of guys miss the mark. Compliments need to be more than just surface level. A generic, "you're beautiful," might get you a smile, but it doesn't have the staying power you want. It doesn't stand out. So if you want to really catch your attention and make an impact, you need to step it up with something more thoughtful. The secret to making your compliments stand out is being specific. Think about something unique that you've noticed about her. Not just the obvious, but something that shows you're paying attention. For example, instead of saying, "you look great," why not say, "I love the way you carry yourself with such confidence." It's really magnetic the way you think through challenges. Your perspective is so refreshing. You've got a natural ability to make everyone around you feel comfortable and valued. These types of compliments stand out because they focus on her character, how she thinks, and the way she makes others feel. It's much more powerful than just commenting on her physical appearance. When you compliment her in this way, it shows that you value her for who she is, beyond just what she looks like. Here's where a lot of guys slip up, trying too hard to flatter. Flattery is transparent. If your compliment feels fake or over the top, she'll see right through it. Instead, focus on what you genuinely admire about her. The more authentic your compliment, the more it will resonate. Think about it when you pay attention to the details like her kindness, her humour, or how she's always there when others need support. You're not just complimenting her, you're recognising the qualities that make her truly unique. And those are the compliments that stick. Now let's bring this full circle with a bit of Stoic wisdom. According to Stoicism, it's not the external things we should seek validation from, but the inner virtues, things like wisdom, courage, justice, and temper. So when you give a compliment, don't just focus on superficial aspects like beauty or appearance. Instead, focus on her character, her actions, and the qualities that make her who she is. From a Stoic perspective, this aligns perfectly with the idea of being in control of our emotions and actions. By complimenting someone authentically, you're not only showing respect for who they are, but also demonstrating your own self-control and maturity. A Stoic would say that a man who can appreciate another person's virtues without seeking validation for himself is a man who has mastered his emotions and cultivated true character. The unexpected compliment timing is everything. Here's the golden nugget. Compliments are most powerful when they're given. When least expected, imagine sending her a text in the middle of the day just to say, "I really admire how you're always so level-headed. It's something I truly respect about you. I've been thinking about how effortlessly you lead your team. You've got a great sense of direction and vision." These moments don't have to be grand gestures, but they leave a lasting impact. It's the unexpected compliments given at the right moment that show you're thinking about her and genuinely care. The fact that you notice things she does. Part 4, the empowerment message. Things that may go unknown, noticed by others, will speak volumes, make her feel seen and appreciated. At the end of the day, we all want to feel appreciated, to feel seen. Compliments speak to that deep human need for validation and connection. And when you give one that's thoughtful, specific, and authentic, you're tapping into something much deeper than surface level attraction. You're showing that you see her, truly see her, and that makes her feel valued. So the next time you're talking to a woman you're interested in, try to go beyond the surface, compliment her in a way that reflects who she really is. Be specific, be genuine, and above all, be authentic. Trust me, you'll leave a lasting impression. And from a stoic point of view, this is the true way to connect with others, not through shallow words, but through sincere acknowledgement of their character and virtues. And remember, gentlemen, when you're giving a compliment, it's not just about making her feel good in the moment. It's about creating a deeper bond that transcends the surface and lasts long after the conversation ends. That's the power of a well-timed, well-thought-out compliment. Try it out and let me know in the comments. What's the most meaningful compliment you've ever received? I'd love to hear your stories. And don't forget, compliment from a place of sincerity and watch how it transforms your interactions with the women you meet. Section 4, the empowerment message, all right? Let's get into one of the most impactful messages you can send, one that no woman can ignore. We're talking about the empowerment message. Now, I'm not just talking about telling her she's great in a generic way. I mean, a message that really hits home, one that makes her feel capable, seen, and ready to conquer the world. A message that taps into her deepest potential and gives her a confidence boost she might not even realize she needs. Let me ask you something. Think about a time when someone gave you a genuine, uplifting compliment or piece of advice, something that made you feel like you could take on anything, that feeling that's what we're after. But here's the thing, this type of message is especially powerful in the dynamics between a man and a woman. It's not just about flattery, it's about showing her you see her as a strong, capable individual, capable of greatness. This isn't just about complimenting her looks, this is about complimenting her character, her strength, and her potential. We all have something deep down inside of us that yearns to grow, to get better, to be the best version of ourselves. It's that drive for self-actualization, a term psychologist Ed to describe our desire to reach our full potential. It's part of being human. Now, what do you think happens when you show a woman that you recognize this desire in her? You're giving her something truly valuable. You're not just boosting her ego, you're tapping into something much deeper. You're empowering her. These types of messages do something more than just make someone feel good. They build trust when you show a woman you believe in her. You're not only boosting her confidence, but you're also strengthening the connection between you two. You're showing her that you see her for more than just her beauty. You see her drive, her potential, and her power. You're telling her, hey, I believe in you, and I'm here to support you as you grow. And that's how you create a real connection. So how can you send a message like this that actually resonates? Let's break it down into actionable steps that will help you speak to her heart and soul. 1, be encouraging. Start by acknowledging her strength. Strengths don't just say something generic like, you're awesome, that's nice, but it doesn't hit the mark. Instead, be specific and show you believe in her ability to rise above challenges. For example, I know this challenge feels huge right now, but I've seen how you handled tough situations before, and I know you've got what it takes to crush this. I can tell you've been putting in the effort, and trust me, it's already paying off. You've got the skills to make it. These words aren't just meant to make her feel good for the moment. They're meant to plant a seed of belief in her ability to succeed. Every time you empower her, you're helping her believe in herself just a little more. 2, focus on the future. Empowerment isn't about just the here and now, it's about highlighting her potential. Talk about where she could go or what she can achieve, even if she's struggling at the moment. A future-focused compliment is not only motivating, but also helps her see the bigger picture. I can already see how much you've grown, and I honestly can't wait to see where you'll be a month from now. You've been making amazing progress. I bet you're going to look back in a few weeks and be amazed at how far you've come when you focus on her future. You're giving her something to look forward to. Reminding her that this moment is just a stepping stone to even greater things. 3, make it personal. The key to a real empowerment message is making it personal. Anyone can send a generic "you're amazing" text, but a personalized message, that's what truly matters. Talk about her unique qualities or her specific achievements. For example, your commitment to your goals. Even when it gets tough is something I really admire. Not many people have that kind of determination. I've always been impressed by how you handle adversity with such grace. It's clear that you're destined for something great. The more personal and specific you make the message, the more she'll feel like you really see her. You're not just saying things to get in her good graces. You're acknowledging the hard work, strength, and potential she has. Now let's tie this back to Stoic philosophy, because the Stoics knew a thing. Or to about conclusion, how to apply Stoicism to your relationships. Empowering messages they believed the true strength comes not from external validation, but from internal belief and virtue. A Stoic would tell you that a person's value isn't defined by how others see them, but by how they see themselves, and their ability to endure, grow, and act with purpose. When you send an empowerment message, you're essentially recognizing and affirming in her own internal strength and potential. Just like the Stoics would, you're acknowledging her ability to face challenges, to grow through adversity, and to live with intention. In doing so, you're not only supporting her, but also showing that you understand the deeper principles of self-mastery and resilience. And here's where it gets even deeper. A man who sends these types of messages is embodying Stoic values himself. He's not looking for immediate gratification or validation. Instead, he's focusing on building something lasting, something meaningful. He's helping her see her worth while reinforcing his own sense of inner strength. So why is this so important in the dynamic between men and women? Here's the truth. Women love. Tufi feel empowered. They want to feel like they're capable of achieving incredible things. They want a partner who believes in them and can see their potential. But it's not just about flattery when you genuinely empower a woman, when you show her that you recognize her strength. It deepens your connection. You're showing her that you see her as more than just a beautiful face. You're showing her that you recognize her as a person with unique qualities, dreams, and capabilities, and that's the kind of relationship that goes beyond surface-level attraction and into something real. Next time you're talking to a woman, think about how you can empower her. Maybe she's facing a tough situation, or maybe she's just trying to reach a new goal. Whatever it is, take a moment to remind her of how amazing she is and what she's capable of. And don't just tell her, show her that you believe it. Trust me, she'll remember how you made her feel, and you'll stand out as someone who truly sees her for who she is. So there you have it, 3 types of messages that can completely change the way you connect with women. Whether it's the intrigue of a mystery message, the sincerity of a compliment message, or the confidence-boosting power of an empowerment message. These strategies not only grab attention, but also deepen your connection in a meaningful way by incorporating these Stoic principles into your interactions. You're not just communicating, you're building a bond rooted in authenticity, respect, and understanding. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, Grandma's Minds, for more tips on mastering communication and attraction. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Let's keep growing together, and I'll see you in the next.